my black tank top, bitch. This is more of a beauty product first impression / review, bitch. Y'all were all up in my comments on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube telling me that my next video needs to be on this motherfucker right here. Bam! This Silisponge. That's exactly what the fuck it's called. This motherfucker right here is supposed to be the next best thing since sliced bread in the world of beauty, okay? And it's technically supposed to replace your beauty blender. And y'all know I love my little flat top kabukis, and I absolutely love my beauty blender. So we gonna see if this Silisponge is, you know, really worth all the motherfucking hype. Because y'all know I love when I see hella hyped up products, because I love to test if them shits really deserve all the motherfucking hype. And I know y'all rely and count on me to come in here and tell y'all that very thing, okay? So I appreciate y'all support. If you guys are watching me for the very first time and you haven't subscribed yet, bitch,
if you don't get to hitting that motherfucking subscribe button,
and of course because your girl was listening to y'all and made sure she got her hands on this motherfucker right here, and because I'm doing the motherfucking video, hit that motherfucking thumbs up button, tap dance on that motherfucker while you here too. Now this product right here is literally what the name, okay, claims, okay? It's Silisponge. It's a silicone sponge, although technically it's not supposed to act like a sponge, like a beauty blender, because this right here is supposed to help save your ass some product, more specifically foundations or concealers, things like that, more liquid products that you would use on your face, okay? Because supposedly this little product right here does not absorb any product like Beauty Blender does. It helps with reducing the amount of product that you use, because technically you're supposed to be able to use just about half of what you would normally use to apply your foundation in product, okay, that you would for a beauty blender, if that made any motherfucking sense. Technically, if you would use 4 drops of foundation on your beauty blender, you would use 2 on this motherfucker right here, okay? It's supposed to save you pretty much half of that, okay? So it's supposed to save you on that end. It's supposed to be more sanitizing because it's easier to clean, right? Because it doesn't absorb product like the beauty blender as well. It saves time in that regard, and you don't have to wash, you know, you can wash them really easily, all right? So upon first glance, this thing is weird as fuck. This is the very first time I am opening it up. I literally just opened it up out of the package, okay? Now this motherfucker right here is hard to find. Why? Because it is sold out on the Molly Cosmetics site, but y'all know I be getting my hands on some shit for the low, or at least try to get my hands on the shit without having to wait for the motherfuckers to restock, because the next restock of this motherfucker, according to the Molly Cosmetics website, is that this motherfucker's gonna come in around February 10th.
and ain't nobody got time for that.
So I will leave links down below as to where I got this bad boy right here, okay? If you guys are wanting to try this right away, you don't want to wait till the Molly Cosmetics date to go ahead and get you one of these. And it looks exactly like the one on Molly Cosmetics site, okay? So I'll leave some links down below. This motherfucker right here is literally just $10. I believe it used to be $12, a little over $12 on Molly Cosmetics site. It's actually now on sale for like 9 some odd. Now as I'm looking at this motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this is the weirdest thing ever. First of all, crinkles and shit. It really is like silicone, like an implant, you know, like that would kind of feel like. It really does feel like that. Like, I looked at this motherfucker like through the bag, like,
Bitch, is this a condom? A nipple pad? A diaphragm? A damn Dr. Scholl's shoe insert?
So here's what we're gonna do today, because supposedly this bad boy is supposed to replace your beauty blender, although as I read on the Molly Cosmetics site, and I wanna make sure that I'm accurate, okay? It technically is supposed to replace your beauty blender, but they also made a point to say that this takes a little time to get used to in regards to applying your foundation, number 1. And number 2, okay, that in addition to using this, if you really want to blend it out even more, you can use one of those artiste brushes or whatever, or you can go ahead and finish it off with a beauty blender, which y'all know, I'm like, well then what the fuck is the point of this? And what the fuck is the point of buying this if I still have to go back through and use my beauty blender or a foundation brush? I might as well go ahead and stick to whatever the fuck I was already using to apply my foundation, if that's the case. You feel me? But that's cool, because we gonna go ahead and do a battle of the makeup application applicators, and y'all know I haven't done a battle of the brands in a minute and a half. So we gonna go ahead and duke it out between the Silisponge and the Beauty Blender, okay? To actually see whether this is deserving of all the motherfucking hype, or if this motherfucker right here is just gonna go right inside my motherfucking heel, bitch. Cause I promise y'all, this would be great to put on my calluses, my bunions, and my corns, in my heels and shit. So we gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and use one on one side of my face and use the other on the other side of the face, and we're just pretty much gonna see just right here, right in front of y'all, which one actually applies better, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with the condom real quick. Now, as you guys can probably tell on my face, I haven't pre-concealed. I haven't concealed under my eyes or any of that, because I'm actually gonna test these products, both the Beauty Blender as well as the Silisponge, the Tata-Sponge. We're gonna go ahead and apply everything, foundation and concealer, on my face using both of these products on each side, okay? Because I wanna test it out and see if it's good for concealer as well. It's supposed to be good for all that shit, so let's test it out. So, the concealer, please do not pay close attention to the status of the bottle, because I use this motherfucker all the time, but y'all know this is my holy grail product right here, bam! My Pro Long Wear Concealer by MAC. I am testing some other concealers out. You guys know I've tested other products before, but I have a whole array of products I've been testing out. And bitch, let me give y'all a real quick teaser about the fact that there's a product that I done tried on my face the other day, and it literally took me 30 minutes to take that motherfucker off. I ain't lying at all, so stay tuned for monthly faves and all helps and motherfucking knows, bitch. I am for sure gonna come out with that video because y'all need to hear about that shit. Okay, when I say it took me at least 30 minutes to take that motherfucker off, okay, I digress. Let's go ahead and put this thing down right here, and we are gonna go ahead and dip the titty cover right on the, okay, on the thing. Bam, here we go. So let's see if it does well with the under eyes. Y'all know I got all these wrinkles and shit, you know, under the eyes and shit, so we'll see. Okay, hold on, let me clip this hair back. Let me clip it back. We're gonna do this on the left side. Bam. I'm gonna use my mirror down here, but y'all can still see me. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm using the viewfinder and, ooh. Not gonna lie, it did pick up a lot of product, and I didn't mean for it to pick up a lot of product, okay? So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Y'all see it so far? Okay. Go ahead and it does feel good on the face, you know. Ooh, you can hear that. That little pitter patter. Feels like something else, you know, hitting your face, you know, like this. Inappropriate. Too early. Okay.
I feel dirty putting this motherfucker on though, for real, because I mean, I feel like it's like using a condom to put your makeup on your face. Like a sex toy. I don't know. This is just weird. Okay.
Boom. Now I told you it picked up a little extra product, okay? So it might look like overkill, but y'all get the drift. That's pretty much what it looks like. I just wanted to real quick pat it right under the eyes right there, okay? So it's a little bit more product than I would have typically used, but you got the drift, okay? Now you're supposed to be able to very easily clean this product off of your Silisponge. So let's go ahead and test that out. I've got makeup wipe here, okay? And you're supposed to just basically use a makeup wipe to take it off very easily. Something, of course, in addition to that, that's also like more of a sanitizing type of situation. So don't think that that's enough to sanitize your anything, beauty blender or whatever. Always make sure you use some sanitizing products. But for the purpose of this video, we're gonna literally use my makeup wipe to go ahead and wipe it clean and see if that works. I just wanna see how easy it is to take off. Yep. Very easy to take off. It's all on the makeup wipe for the most part. I mean, there's a couple of crevices and nooks and crannies you might see it on or whatever, but for the most part, it's cool. So I let that dry a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and use the Beauty Blender on the right side of my face. Boom. Now, I typically really don't use a Beauty Blender to put concealer on. I should tell you that. So if it looks awkward when I'm putting it on, that's why I have a concealer brush that I use. I prefer to use concealer brushes because I have lines all over the place, and I like to make sure that the concealer is all the way all up and through this little area because it covers everything. You feel me? But we're gonna try it out. So we got it on the Beauty Blender. Boom. So it's gonna look awkward coming from me because I really don't use a beauty blender. As you can see, I really should use the small beauty blender for this shit. See what I'm saying, y'all? I just don't, I'm not accustomed to doing this. So, but y'all, I want to make sure that I'm comparing, using the product they keep comparing this damn product to. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Boom. Here's the right side of my face. Very awkwardly using the beauty blender to put it on, but y'all get the drift. Here's that. And here is that. And just off the top, right off the top, it applied much better for concealer using the Tata-Sponge than it did with the beauty blender, okay? And this is my first time really using both to conceal under my eyes. So that goes to show you. Here we go. Much smoother on this side than it is on this side. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my favorite Holy Grail foundations. Y'all know I love this shit. And this is the foundation that I'm going to apply with this, the Tata-Sponge and the makeup blender, okay? And that is my HD foundation from Makeup Forever. This is the Ultra HD foundation from Makeup Forever, okay? So I am in the color Y535. I have done a full-on first impressions, full demo of this product on my face. So I will leave that link down below, and I will leave a link where you can find this as well down below. So just check the description box. You'll find everything you need to know over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze this out. We're gonna put some product right here. Okay, now let's go ahead and switch this little thing on this side on here. You might see the little naps. Disregard that shit. Okay, Silisponge. It is dry, by the way. All right, I'm gonna be careful because this picks up a lot of product. Okay, oh shit, bitch. Okay, we're gonna just, okay. Here we go, there's that. Bam. Okay, all right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, okay. Okay, so just right off the top, you guys know from the concealer, it does pick up a lot of product. So be very careful. Even though it's supposed to save you on product, it picks up a whole hell of a lot of product as well. It doesn't soak it in, but it picks up a lot. So just kind of be careful with that. I can tell you guys that right off the top. We'll see what it's gonna do with this mustache, bitch, because the bitch hasn't shaved her mustache. Yeah, I shaved, bitch. Okay, so we're gonna see if this motherfucker gonna minimize this 5 o'clock shadow. I just haven't been to get my shit waxed. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Another thing I'm picking up on is you almost really do need to kind of smack your face. And if you're already accustomed to that feeling on your face, and this should be cool for you. Okay, well, shit, okay. Spread it. Okay. All right. Okay, it is odd. This is odd, I ain't gonna lie. It is definitely a different feeling putting this on your face, you know? It feels good though. It does feel good putting it on your face because it's a soft applicator. But it's super slick, so I don't feel like I'm getting the same blending that I would get with my beauty blender. Now you guys know I have applied foundation with my beauty blender, and that's what I prefer outside of the flat top kabuki to apply my liquid foundation. So I'm very familiar with applying liquid foundations with my beauty blender, and just from what I can see from this, I don't know. I have to keep kind of going over and over it to kind of make sure that it's covering, because there's parts that it's not covering. You feel me? So this isn't really giving me that coverage I'm accustomed to getting with this foundation. And I'd have to almost keep dipping this into the product to get that. So I'm gonna keep going. I don't wanna waste too much product. Shit, that motherfucking ain't the cheapest foundation in the world. It ain't the most expensive, but it ain't the cheapest, bitch. Bam! Here it is, okay? And I feel like I had to really work to kind of get it to look like this. And another couple of quick things, because we're just gonna go off the dome here. In areas like nooks and crannies, for instance, right up and through here, I am having a hard time getting the foundation right in here by my nose area, okay? So you pretty much almost have to like kind of do this type of situation to get foundation in there. And then in addition to that, you know, it's real slick to the touch, so it's not, it takes a little bit of manipulation to kind of get the foundation to blend out the way you want it to. And then of course, to give you more of that full coverage look, you really have to really blend it in. And like I said, I'm still seeing, not skin, like you want to have skin show clearly, but I'm still seeing parts of my skin come out because it's not giving me that full coverage. So we're up here, you may not be able to see it, but it's not fully covering even right there. I mean, and then in this little area here, okay, there's no foundation getting up and through here. I literally have to do this to get it in there, and then you run the risk of getting foundation in your eye. It just doesn't really, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it doesn't look bad. Okay, so let me give you everything from the rooter to the motherfucking tutor from what I can tell of this product off of my first impressions, okay, bitch? So let's talk about the pros first, okay? Now, it says it's number one, probably more sanitary than a beauty blender would be. I could see why that would be the case, simply because the beauty blender has a tendency to absorb a lot more of your foundation or product, concealer, whatever the case may be. And I've seen all these little videos where people cut through their beauty blenders to see what the fuck's on the inside of the shit. Look, I couldn't even imagine how many germs can get trapped up in that bitch. So it's not, the beauty blender isn't necessarily something you want to hold on to forever and ever. You do want to make sure as time passes that it gets super hard to clean, etc., that you do replace them shits, okay? So I can definitely see how this is more sanitary. It's easier to clean by a long shot. It does take a little bit to really get everything out of the beauty blender because it absorbs so much foundation. So as long as you're using a makeup wipe to kind of wipe it down, and of course something sanitary like a sanitary spray if you're a makeup artist and you're wanting to put this in your kit or some shit, I could imagine that would be something, you know, easy and on the go that you can potentially use. However, before you do that, listen to my cons first. Another claim that the Tata-Sponge made is the fact that it's supposed to use less product. Now, if you are careful, it can use less product, but if you're like me and you just dip this motherfucker into your foundation, it's gonna pick up a whole hell of a lot of foundation. As you guys saw with the concealer, I had to be very careful when I finally got to applying the foundation to make sure that I didn't dip it too deep into the foundation because it'll pick up everything. So it picks up product just like the beauty blender, it just doesn't absorb the product, you feel me? But in the end, you're still gonna essentially end up using more product if you're not careful when you dip the Tata-Sponge in your foundation. So just kind of be careful with that. Now here are the motherfucking cons, okay? Number one, I'm not a big fan of the motherfucking price point, bitch. Like, I'm not a fan of the fact that this is $10. It's half of the beauty blender, okay? Number one. And it's just a piece of silicone. I mean, it's literally like a diaphragm to apply your foundation. And I'm kind of like, okay. And then I also know, because of experience, because y'all know I got them bunions and them corns, that I can get Dr. Scholl's shoe inserts for cheaper than this motherfucker right here, and I can use them same shits to go ahead and put my motherfucking foundation on if I really wanted to, because they're made by the same motherfucking material. So why would I want to spend half of what I would normally spend on a beauty blender? You feel me? I don't know about that. Hell, get you a little titty cover, nipple cover, or whatever that's made out of silicone. Them shits will work probably the same damn way. In addition to the fact that it picks up a whole hell of a lot of product, if you're not careful, it doesn't necessarily blend the foundation on my face real well. I don't personally feel as though it is going to do very well in the nooks and crannies on my face, okay, number one. But as you guys saw, it didn't do too bad with my concealer. So, I mean, kind of take that as you wish. Me personally, I wouldn't use this to apply my concealer any damn way, even though it didn't look that bad. But personally, I would prefer, if I was going to use it, because I like using my concealer brushes, I would use this more to apply foundation for the rest of my face. And reality is, I know for me, the way that this applied, I would actually go in and end up going back through with my beauty blender or my kabuki brush, my flat top, to really get it to blend all the way to hell out, okay? So it'd be pointless. It's pointless really to have this motherfucker in your possession when you end up having to use this shit to blend it out any damn way. The other thing to me is too that, I don't know, I mean, do you really need this $10 damn product when you know damn well you can pretty much do the same thing with your damn fingers? I mean, really, for real, for real. I mean, you just, you know, dip your fingers into the damn foundation and put it on your hand, make sure your hands are sanitized, just put the motherfucker on your face. I think it's pretty much essentially the same damn thing as using the palms of your little, you know what I'm saying? You feel me on that, right? Look, and if you really want that effect, look, the fingers are free, bitch. Fingering yourself is free. That wasn't right. Y'all know what I mean, using your finger to apply the foundation is free 99, so you can't beat that. So all in all, bitch, y'all know what the fuck I'm gonna say. Bitch, this motherfucker right here is a silly damn waste of your motherfucking money, bitch. You might as well go ahead and use your fingers for the low for that free 99, or you use your already purchased beauty blender, because most of us have that. Or if you don't want to spend the $20 on the beauty blender, bitch, you go ahead and get you one of them Foodie Fenders, them fake ass beauty blenders that you can get. I finally got my hands on that L'Oreal Blend Artist Infallible Foodie Fender, bitch. Every damn product line has these damn things. If you don't want to spend $20 of your hard-earned coin using the beauty blender, bitch, like I said, for the low, you can use your fingers. So yeah, y'all, this titty sponge right here may just end up being, you know what? I ended up buying 2 of these joints, right? So we're gonna go ahead and use these for what the fuck they probably really need to be used for. Because I just happen to have my most uncomfortable heels next to my ass. So we're gonna go ahead and just stick it up in here. So I can protect my bunions and corns. Just stick it right up in through here. And put that on my, you know what? Let me go ahead and try this out and see how it feels on my bunions, bitch. Let me, ooh, yeah, ooh, yes, that's some good cushion for your feet. So yeah, y'all, don't waste your time on this motherfucker right here. Stick to whatever the fuck you already got at the cribbo, bitch. And if you don't have any of these other joints, use your motherfucking fingers, okay? Because this, you know, titty sponge, this silly waste of your damn money has got to go, cuz. Anyway, holler at your girls down below. Let me know if you guys have checked out the titty sponge and how it has worked or not worked for you. Do you plan on purchasing the product even though I said stay away from that motherfucker? You can be honest, ain't nobody gonna judge y'all, okay? Holler at your girl down below. Also, holler at your girl and let me know what you guys want to see in future Battle of the Brands, first impressions. If you guys want me to do any hacks, specific beauty hacks, Instagram hacks, beauty hacks, whatever the case may be, holler at your girl down below and let me know of those as well, because I do plan on coming out with a series that is basically specific to checking out the beauty hacks that people keep talking about all over all social media. So if there's any in particular that you guys want me to check out, leave those comments down below. If you guys are checking me out and your ass hasn't subscribed yet, bitch, get the fuck on that shit, motherfuckers. Tap dance on that like button, bitch, and you already know what to do. As always, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. Hit me up on my Facebook page or Pinterest page. Those links are down below. Hit me up on my blog, TheSocialiteLife.com, and hit me up on Instagram, Periscope, and Snapchat at SocialiteSandy, SANDE. And you already know I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all.